Good morning, Miss Judy. How are you? I'm going to give time for a few more people to hop on. I hope your morning is off to a great start. I don't own the rights to this music. Sometimes Facebook will shut me down if I'm using somebody else's music, but I don't own the rights to it. It's just my Friday music. All right. Good morning, y'all. I hope everybody's morning is off to a fantastic start. I like to start off with a little, hi, Kimmons. A little Zydeco bounce on Fridays because it always gets me in the right mood. I'm always excited when I hear that song, and heaven forbid I'm down in New Orleans and it comes on. It's like I feel so free spirited. Because it's just a lively song and one of the favorite ones I like to use on a Friday morning. But I hope everybody's day is off to a fantastic start. You made it to Friday. The weekend is almost here. We are up, and so we'll call that day made. So happy Friday to you. I hope that you have some plans to do something great for yourself this weekend. That's important. But I want to come on and give you a few words of encouragement from the Chronicles of Cree. Kimmons, I don't think you've ever been on the live, but good morning and thank you for joining. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to the Chronicles of Cree so you'll know when I upload videos. But thank you for joining. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, everybody. Today our thought is lose sight of the shore. Good morning, Marcus Todd. It's lose sight of the shore. Lose sight of the shore. And the reason why I picked that topic is because I was thinking about how in the early days, when they say Columbus discovered America, he came over in 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. Y'all remember that story? And how, they, in order to cross the ocean, they had to in order for them to get to the shore, they had to cross the ocean. So I was thinking about all that water. I'm not a swimmer. I can't swim at all. And so the thought of that is just kind of overwhelming for me. But I started thinking about how you had these small ships, and maybe they were larger than what I think, but you had these ships that had to endure the waves and the turbulent waves, and they had to endure the winds and all the elements that they probably saw as they were crossing the ocean to get to the shore. But the only way they could cross that ocean and get to the shore was to stay focused on the goal, and that was just crossing the ocean. But they had to lose sight of the shore in order to do it. They had to leave the shore in order to get across. And so, good morning, Susan and Gwen. Happy Friday. And so I thought about that, and I said, man, I'm not a swimmer. And so a lot of water makes me fearful. I haven't been able to shake that fear. And so I thought about, all the things that they probably thought about, all the doubts they probably had. I thought about how they probably said, you know what, Columbus, this is too big of a task. We need to just stay right here where we are. We don't need to be crossing the ocean. We don't need to be doing all of that. We okay right here. But he wanted to discover America. So he felt like, you know what? It's not too big of a task because that's what I want to accomplish. And so for him, crossing the ocean wasn't a big deal. He knew he had to leave the shore. And I thought about how that's applicable to our lives today, and how a lot of times we can't cross the ocean because we can't lose sight of the shore. We don't want to let it go. We don't want to lose sight of the shore. We want to cross the ocean. We want to see what's over there on the other side, but we don't want to lose sight of the shore. And so we're going to have to learn how to just do it. We're going to have to learn how to cross the ocean. And for me, crossing that ocean is accomplishing stuff that I know I should have been done with by now. But in order for us to see the shore on the other side, or what's good for us on the other side, we've got to be able to cross the ocean. We've got to be able to cross the ocean. Good morning, Frank. So in saying that and having shared that example with you, what are you doing to help yourself cross the ocean? Cross the ocean in your personal life. Cross the ocean in your business life. Cross the ocean in your professional life. Cross the ocean in your home. What are you doing in order to cross the ocean? Good morning, Miss Lisa and Dana. What are you doing? For those of you who are just joining today, we're talking about lose sight of the shore. Lose sight of the shore. So in order to, cross that ocean, you've got to be prepared. So I'm sure that as Christopher Columbus and his crew were crossing the ocean so they could discover America, I'm sure they had what they needed there. They had food. They had water. Even though they were in water, it wasn't drinking water, was it? I'm sure that they brought everything that they needed because they knew that they had a big task at hand. But they knew in their hearts that in order to get to the other side, we've got to cross this ocean. We have oceans in our lives that we fight daily to cross. There are oceans of doubt, oceans of fear, oceans of pessimism, oceans of just low self-esteem. And in order to cross those oceans, we have to have the right tools. We want to cross them, but sometimes we're ill-equipped. Sometimes we seek the wrong advice. Sometimes we don't give ourselves credit for having the tools that we know we need, and we have them. Sometimes we just can't see them because the task seems too big. But in order to get across the ocean, you got to lose sight of the shore. You got to lose sight of the shore. And so I want you to think about that example today as you go, to and fro in your day. Think about what it is you're trying to accomplish. Think about those oceans that you're trying to cross. Sometimes the ocean is achieving better health. Sometimes the ocean is increasing your monthly income. Sometimes that ocean is creating an extra stream of income. I haven't talked about that in a long time, but I'm a huge proponent, a huge fan of multiple streams of income because you cannot just rely on one. I believe in that with all I have. And so sometimes the ocean is trying to figure out, okay, what can I do that coincides and will work with my regular 9 to 5? What can I do? That's a big ocean, especially if you are in need financially. Do you know how many people sit around and honestly think of, ways to increase their income, ways to supplement what they already have? But when they're presented with greater opportunities, they're so pessimistic about it because it doesn't sound true. It doesn't sound right. It sounds like a get-rich-quick scheme. Well, okay, we say sometimes, you want to get rich fast, you want to get rich slow. If you had to take a pick from A or B, which one would it be? But we're always trying to cross some type of ocean. The Jordan River. My grandmother used to sing a song called Jordan's River, I'm bound to cross. And Jesus was going to meet her there. I said, well, I sure hope he does because I can't swim and he knows that. So I really hope that he's there to meet me and help me across. Maybe he has a plan for me that I don't see, but I can't swim across it. And we would laugh. But we all have oceans in our lives, y'all, that we're trying to cross. The thing is, do you have the tools that you need to cross it? The tools mean great friends in your corner. The personal development that you need for yourself so that you can be better, so that you can recognize amazing opportunities when they come to you. Great opportunities don't come all the time. They only come a few times in your life. Have you passed them by? Because they didn't look right? Did you pass them by? Let me tell you what I like about Jesus. He came low and meek and humble, right? Everybody went to Sunday school. And I'm going to make it biblical for some people because, some people feel like, they pick and choose what they want to be applicable to their lives. But when Jesus came, he came low and meek and humble. He knew that if he came pulling up in a Maybach with his, shades on, his hair slicked back, servants and guards everywhere, he knew that people would really, really receive him because we look at that kind of stuff. We look at that. But he came low and meek and humble to show us that that was the way. Because some people said, that can't be him. It didn't look right. That can't be him. In a manger, are you kidding me? No place for him to lay his head. Are you kidding me? King of kings and Lord of lords. So people looked at that and they thought, can't be. It can't be. And that's what we do. We look at it and we go, that don't look right. Marcus says even if a person can't swim, they still need to find the tools they need to leave the shore. That's true. And I don't know what tools I would have because I can't swim, so I don't even know what I would do. Remember the movie Castaway? He made it though, y'all. That's what I like about that movie. He made it. Good morning, Miss Teresa. Yes, it has been a long time. I'm so glad you're here. But I'm so glad, y'all, that we're able to encourage one another. See, we get hung up on trivial BS where we need to be pulling together and helping one another. We see other groups of people who do it, and they do it well. They have one person get on their feet, then those people help somebody else, and before you know it, ain't but two people left in the house because everybody done moved out and got their own house and their own stuff. Yeah, they crossed that ocean together. They knew the shore was over there. They knew what was on the other side. They had to leave this shore, cross the ocean to get to the other side. But see, that's not what we want to do. I'm not a hater. I'm so excited when I see my sisters and brothers do great things because I know that if they can do it, I can too. They've crossed some oceans that maybe I didn't have to cross. They've had to jump some hurdles that perhaps I didn't have. Maybe I had to jump some hurdles that they didn't have. We've all been through a lot. But it doesn't excuse us from having oceans in our lives that we have to cross. We say we want better. We say we want this. We say we want that. But we don't always act like it. I want to see the people who are perfect and the people that don't have issues. Where are those people? Can you please stand? And maybe you can share with the rest of the world what it is that you do. Oh, it's not in it. That's what I thought. Yeah, okay. So my point to you is this. You can't stop moving. You got to keep it going. I don't care if you're just inching along. You just got to keep it moving. You have got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. So when you think about the oceans, thank you. When you think about the oceans that are in your life and you think about how you got to keep that thing rolling, you can't be distracted by the obstacles that you face. You can't be, because they'll seem real big and they'll seem real intimidating. And before you know it, you'll be sitting somewhere in a damn corner with your face buried between your legs talking about, oh, I don't know. I can't do it. I ain't going to be able to do this. I ain't going to be able to do it. I had a talk with a real close friend yesterday, and we were talking about life. And I said, you know, life is short and then you die. End of story. It's short, then you die. Am I making the best use of my time while I'm here? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So when I'm on live and I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to Cree. Hashtag Cree Unleashed. Because, you know, some people talk and they feel like they're just talking to the people out there. No, that's not my story. I'm talking to me too. So I know that there are still some oceans that I'm going to have to cross. Christopher Columbus, hats off to him, because I would have said, boy, look, let me off now. Too much water. We've been here too long. I want off the ship. The very next place you see some land, just drop me off right there. Who hasn't felt that way before? But then you had those other people going, keep on going. Keep on going. I know the storm is here. I see the clouds coming. I see the clouds rolling in. I see the wind blowing. I know we got to pull these sails up higher. But we got this. We got this. See, those are the kind of people I need to spend time with. People who know how to adjust the sails so that they can handle the winds that are coming. Those are the kind of people I want in my corner. The people who say, just keep it moving. Don't stop. Don't stop. Now, if we have to throw some stuff overboard, we can do that. But we got to keep going. We have to know what to throw overboard in our lives. We got to know what to get rid of. Some of the stuff we holding on to, we need that like we need a hole in our head. But you got to know how to let it go. You got to know how to let it go so that you can lighten the load. You got to let it go so you can lighten the load, whatever that may be. But you got to keep pressing. You got to keep pressing. You have to keep pressing. So I just want to encourage you today, lose sight of the shore. Get out there and get it done. It doesn't even matter what other people are doing. You need blinders on so that the only thing you can see is right down the road in front of you. That's it. When people train horses in the country, I see them put blinders on horses. They put blinders on them because they don't want to see what's to the right, to the left. The horses will get distracted. Put blinders on. Get yourself set up for Reset Monday. It's coming. Go ahead and make preparations right now. It's coming. It's coming. Good morning, Mr. Rock. So it's coming. But again, I don't want you to lose sight of the example. When Christopher Columbus and his crew sailed across the ocean, they knew what they were in search of. They had no doubt what the goal was. They knew what they wanted. I'm sure he had doubters. I'm sure he had haters. But the one thing he had was vision. Lose sight of the shore. You already know that there's greater down the road. It's coming. It's coming. But have you embraced greater? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you tasted it? Is it what you live? Is it what you breathe? Is it what keeps you up? In order to cross the ocean, we gotta lose sight of the shore. We have to lose sight of it. There are some things that We want to accomplish, but we're too embarrassed, intimidated, feel inferior, whatever those feelings are, to ask somebody. Mr. Rockman Leach, I don't know how many books you've written, but you're the person that I need to talk to because I'm still trying to finish mine. Why in the heck would I go and talk to a student? We got to know how to pull on the right sources if we're going to lose sight of the shore and move on up to higher. We got to move up to higher. Higher ground. Higher ground. We have examples all around us, and sometimes we choose to, ignore those examples because people don't have a lot of money or it doesn't look right. Oh, well, where do they live? Oh, no, I can't take advice from her. She does what? He did this. If you weigh 400 pounds, please don't talk to me about my health. Please don't. Don't do that. Because I'm going to say, I'm sorry, I really don't think you and I need to have this conversation. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. If you weigh 400 pounds, you're not the one to be talking to people about getting in shape and losing weight. People won't hear you. If you've never written a book, you need to be learning how. See, I don't talk to you about, we need to go and do this, we need to go do that, because I don't know the intricate details that come with writing a book, but I know people who've written books. So those are the people that I rely on. So we have to know where to go for the information that we need when we're trying to cross these oceans in our lives, whatever that ocean may be. Like I stated before, it's just oceans, in your personal life, your professional life, your spiritual life, your emotional life, whatever those oceans are that need to be crossed, please make sure you're well equipped. Make sure you're well equipped. I wish you well on your journey today. It is Friday. Please take some time this weekend to do something great for yourself. You poured into others all week, and now it's time to kind of rest and recharge. Reset Monday is coming. Be prepared for Reset Monday. It is coming. For those of you who haven't joined my YouTube channel again, please go to my YouTube channel and join the Chronicles of Cree. Subscribe to it. And I wish you well. I want you to have a great, relaxing weekend. Do something great for yourself, but do something for somebody else too. Some random stranger. Just do something nice for someone else. Smile, it goes a long way. People are dealing with their own private battles. They're just not talking about it. Do something great for somebody else. I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. That's where 97% of the people are. They're happy being there and they're not trying to leave. And if you stay there too long, you'll be a part of the 97 instead of part of the 3%. The world is going to continue to rotate, whether you're standing on top of it or stretched out under it. But we don't want to be stretched out under anything except for the palm trees on the beaches of the world. I hope you join me there. Meet me at the bank. We want to be known at the bank and not at the club. Yeah, when you walk in, you want them to greet you. Hi, Mrs. Perryman, how can I serve you today? That's what we want. Not to be known at the club for VIP. Work so hard until your bank account look like your social security number. That's what I'm talking about. I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. I wish you well on today. And I'll see you back here on Monday for Reset Monday. Make it a great day and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.